What's good, Chic? What's the guy, Chic? Chic, what's happening, bitch? Girl, as you can tell by my backdrop, I'm not in New York right now. I had to come back down to Virginia for one of the friend of the family's funerals. She passed, and y'all know I really don't even do funerals, especially since my mama done passed. But her and my mama were really good friends, and I know that if my mama was alive, she would have went and shown support to the family or whatever. And I mean, I was friends with her sons and daughters and all of them, and I know what it's like to lose a mom and a dad. I lost both my parents. They only just lost their mom. Their dad is still around, so I figured I'd come and spend some time with them. Girl, I'm staying at my best friend Dusty ass house, child. But that's okay. I ain't gonna talk about her house. I ain't got time to be dealing with her mouth. You embarrassing me talking about my house on YouTube, girl. Don't nobody up here on YouTube know your ears. Girl, did y'all catch Iyanla Van Zant on Saturday? Bitch, quiet as it's kept. I did not. My ass was on the fucking road. I just went on ahead and saw the shit on demand round yonder. And girl, the gag is it ain't really too much to talk about. I mean, I don't know whether Iyanla is fixing people's lives or fucking it up even more. Cause people that are going through shit like this, they need more than just a 1, 2, or 3 part episode. Like, these motherfuckers really need some goddamn help. Like, and I mean, I'm talking about the kind of help that needs to be off of fucking TV. And I love me some Iyanla. I'm not talking shit about Yala. Y'all know her as Iyanla. We call her Yala from round the way. Y'all know I live in New York now, so you know we call her Yala from round the way. There's no shade to Yala, but I feel like with the kind of shit that these boys have experienced and that they're going through, they need to do counseling every fucking day for at least 2 years. All five of the brothers plus the sister Kizzy needs to cut their asses and sitting on somebody's and laying down on somebody's couch for at least two years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really how I feel about it. And I feel like once they do that, then they can really start to heal. Because the thing of it is, they only filmed this shit for a couple of days, maybe a week. Maybe, being generous, maybe a week. I don't know. I'm not there. But I honestly felt like that's not enough time to heal broken wounds, mend broken bones, put band-aids on shit, ace bands and arm slings and all that shit. It takes a lot. And it can't all be done and it can't all be fixed within a matter of a week or so. It's just not. I don't know. Maybe Iyanla is there to help give them some type of tools for them to use in their everyday lives, and they're just not applying it. That could be what's going on here, but girl, I don't know, Iyanla. Like, child, you may have to see them off camera. Get your dividends off camera. Girl, that damn frowsy ass mammy came in there looking like Frankie. Bitch, I hollered. Then she came up in there walking in them motherfucking kitten heels that her ass couldn't even walk in. Bitch, I gagged so damn hard. I said, wait a minute, Miss Frankie. What the hell going on? Girl, did y'all check out the furrer? Bitch, I was dead to the floor. When I tell you something, I'm on the goose. Bitch, shut up. I know it's 9:45. But they got Goose here and I ain't drunk with my best friend or my homeboy in 5 months. Bitch, I'm turning the fuck up while I'm here before I get back to my damn job down to the New York. Anyway, girl, did y'all catch Yala when she had to turn the fuck up on the Frankie stunt double and Michael? And Michael, I'm gonna tell you something. I identify with you a lot. Now y'all know I'm not mentally challenged like he is. That's just as nicely as I could put it. I don't want no shit from none of you hoes. But I identify with him as far as him having to go off in order to be heard. A lot of us that are, well, he's the oldest sibling. But because of what he's going through, because of what he has, they kind of put him on the back burner like a child a little bit. And when you do that to somebody for so long, they're going to react like a child. You can't expect this man to react in the way that a grown man would do when he's constantly being checked in this box as he's basically childlike because he has some mental disabilities. You know what I'm saying? And the mama refuses to accept responsibility for what the fuck she done to him. The thing that made me sad was when he was sitting there talking about how he just would go on ahead and commit suicide because he would think everybody would get along better if he wasn't around. The thing that was most telling to me was how nobody flinched, nobody, oh no, Michael, it's not like that, or oh no, Mike, you got the wrong idea, you just made me mad that day. Like, nobody said anything. Nobody gave any type of emotion. And another thing, the gay brother, you know, it's 2-1, but I think it's Marvin. I believe it's Marvin. If it's not Marvin, y'all get me together in the comments. But I'm talking about the one with the short hair that got the blonde. I don't know why she did blonde. But this is my thing. And you know what? And I hate to even have to put the LGBTQ rights into this shit, but I have to. You know what it's like to be ostracized from other people. You know what it's like to have people don't even want to walk on the same side of the street with you just because you're flamboyant as fuck and everybody knows you're gay. You know what it's like to be that token gay boy that could go into a bar and all the straight men don't want shit to do with you, scared to say what's up to you, scared to give you a head nod, and fear of what other people may think of them just by being nice to you. And you don't even want them. And they don't even want you. But you know how that stigma is. You know how it is when people who have children, how you will go, their child will wave at you. When you walk down the street, you wave back, and their parents just snatch them up out of fear that you're going to try to do something to their child, or out of fear that because their child seen a gay person, they're going to think that it's okay. You know what it's like to live in that reality. So why in the flying fuck would you ostracize your mentally challenged brother like that? It doesn't get me. Yeah, to you, it may not be nothing that you want to talk about with him, or there's nothing to talk about with him. But it would seem to me, just out of the fact that you know what it's like, you already know, don't none of the other brothers really know how to deal with him like that. Since you know what that shit is like, it has seemed to me that you would just be on the phone just to be a listening ear. You don't even have to say too much to him. But if he just wants somebody to talk to, just somebody to hear him out, I don't see where there's anything wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? So for you to sit there and try to make it seem as though you too good to sit up and to have a conversation with him, it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. I think that's the shit that pissed me off the most. And then he had to jump up and hit the table and say how much he loves him and this, that, and the third and blah, blah, blah. You was just sitting there so unfazed, so unscathed, and I'm sorry. You being as flamboyant as you are, you being as gay as you are, you should know a little something about being ostracized and being put to the back burner, having to check the other box on shit. Like, it bothered me. It bothered me. And your other gay brother don't act like that. Your other gay brother don't act like that at all. So I'm just confused and bewildered. And then the thing that got me the most, you had his back on the last episode that y'all was on. You had his back. You went up the bat for him when Marcus was telling the story about how y'all other brother, the sixth brother, was killed. You went up the bet for that man. So I would love to understand what happened to y'all between then and now, that now you're just like, oh well this and oh well that, or we don't have nothing to talk about, so there's nothing for us to talk about. I ain't like that shit. I didn't like that shit. I did not like that shit at all. And I like Michael. I like you too, Marvin, Melvin, whichever the hell one you is. I like all the brothers. The brothers that I love the most, though, and I'm going to be honest, I love Mikhail the most, and I actually love Marcus the most. Marcus is so terrified that his sons are going to be just like him. He talked about how his 12-year-old son is already exhibiting, destructive behavior, abusive behavior. And he kept it real. I will say that, and I'm gonna tell y'all something that's very telling. This is why you always have to check on your strong friend, your strong cousin, your strong brother, your strong sister, because when you're being strong, you taking on everybody else's issues, including your own. You understand what I'm saying? And the because you notice he's supposed to be so tough, don't mind being jumping up in anybody's faces, saying whatever the fuck he wants to say to people. But he's the very first one to sit up and break down when it comes to Iyanla. Y'all have to check on the strong people in your family, and y'all have to check on the strong people in your friendships. You just have to, because that's how it is. Mr. Billy Badass, Mr. Gang Banger, Mr. Slang Dope, Mr. Slang Meth. He's the very first one to break down and cry when it comes to talking about his troubles and the things that he's scared of. And I feel him where he's coming from. And I'm going to tell you something else. I feel where Mikhail was coming from too, because I can tell that he's the glue that try to bind everybody together. He's always the peacemaker. I don't feel like that's fair. Like, Mikhail, I don't blame you for trying to stay away from everybody and just do you. You can't fix everybody. It doesn't matter that that's your brothers. It doesn't matter that that's your sister. You can't fix everybody. You have to fix yourself before you fix anybody else. So I feel you, and I don't feel like it needs to be your right or your responsibility to take on everybody else's issues. Then that's how I feel about Marcus. It's not fair and it's not right for him to have to take on everybody else's issues and everybody else's responsibility. Everybody is over the age of 21, meaning that they are adults that are responsible for their own lives. Yeah, that's your people, and I get it. But sometimes you have to learn when it's time to hold them, time to fold them, time to walk away. I'm not saying walk away from out of their lives. I'm just saying, like, if it's anything negative that they want to bring to you, you don't have to hear it. You don't have to be a part of it, because you're still working on you. You know what I'm saying? I would say, hey, go to your pastor. Go to Iyanla, call her, let her know. But I have enough baggage of my own that I have to deal with. I can't worry about mine and yours at the same time, and you just can't. Because I used to be the same way. I will put my feelings on the back burner and deal with everybody else's issues and everybody else's problems. And I used to lash out. I used to lash out really, really bad. I'm not going to lie. Really, really bad. So I understand where they're coming from and why they react the way that they react. But it took somebody to tell me that you don't have to be strong all the time. And it's okay to say, I'm dealing with my own stuff right now. I'm sorry. I can't help you with that right now. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to get the kids in next week. Girl, why her mama had to be high naming that damn child Kizzy. Ooh, girl. Hold on, child. I had an eyelash in my cup. No, ma'am. I'm doing this video on my phone, y'all, because she took her laptop with her to work, that selfish ass bitch. And I left mine in New York with my dumb ass. So I'm doing this shit on my motherfucking phone. So forgive me. I had to put it down here. I had to see this dirty ass room of hers. But girl, next week episode finna be the tea. Next week's episode is finna be the tea. I'll be home by then. So, you know, y'all could get back to the ambiance of my damn kitchen and or bedroom. But girl, that's really all I got for Iyanla. Like I said, didn't much happen, none at all, except for Iyanla having to turn up on LaRonda, aka Frankie's body double, and Michael. Not much really went on this episode. Next episode is going to be a lot better. I can see that it is. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty with Kizzy and the two gay brothers. Probably Michael too. They all go talk about Michael. Girl, Michael's still making all of these vulgar ass videos. And girl, I was sitting up here reading most of the live comments and shit like that, and girl, they was eating his ass alive. Didn't nobody like that shit. Didn't want nobody with that shit that he was running around there doing. People started to unfollow him, this, that, and this, and it's all a cry for attention, because he's not getting no attention anywhere else. He cannot find attention with even in his own brothers, his own family. When people react that way and do shit like that, they're not getting the love and the support and the attention excuse me, that they deserve. Doesn't matter that he's 37 years old. It doesn't matter that, bitch, you could be 67 years old and still doing dumb shit like this just to get attention. Because guess what? Bad attention is good attention when your ass ain't getting none. So I'm on to show them nasty ass comments that would make us mad, that would make us pissed. He's loving it and he's embracing it because at least they're watching him. At least they're listening to him. At least they have something to say to him, whether it's good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. But I'm going to pray for Michael. I do. Because I like Michael Jr. a lot. I really do. I like him a lot. I like all the brothers. I do. I like all the brothers. Either you, Marvin, or Melvin, whichever one you is with the short dude. I like you too. I just don't like y'all parents. I don't like y'all parents at all. Like, only your mama came. Where was your daddy? Where was your daddy? They continuously are failing y'all on every corner, and it ain't cool. It ain't cool. But girl, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. I got this goose and juice in my system. You know, her man drink Grey Goose. You know, me and my best friend, we dark liquor girls. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to go ahead and get off here, child. Lounge around to her ass get off at 11 o'clock. We probably gonna be running around, taking me all around so I can see everybody. But that's where I've been. I know y'all been trying to look for me, wondering where the hell I've been, child. I had a house guest down in New York for a whole fucking week. I'm so glad him and his girlfriend got the fuck out of my house. Now, don't get me wrong. I like I like my homeboy. I like his homegirl, but I also like my space. I did not expect them to be there for a whole damn week. So that's why y'all didn't hear from me last week. And this is why you're just now hearing from me this week. But I am going to get y'all the video for games people play. I'm going to get y'all that shit probably, if not tomorrow night, Wednesday throughout the day or something like that. And until then, girls, this video getting lengthy. I'm going to holler at you later. Bye.